So I was in the middle of making something for my child, and it was a baked good. I haven't been in this container for a while. I've been buying a high-grade baking flour and bread flour. I've been using that for forever. And I had a little bit of whole wheat left back in the pantry. If you've ever seen these, I think they're OXO. Yeah, OXO containers. I used to have a whole set of them over time. They just didn't make it. Some broke, some fell apart. I have this one left, and we've had whole wheat flour in here, gosh, maybe a year or two, and well, at least a year. So I haven't used it much. I just finished it, and I was taking it apart to throw pieces into the dishwasher to clean it. So, you know, you pop the top. It's empty, so I toss this in the dishwasher. This part, the way you take it apart is you twist it. I know this because I used to clean it all the time when we would empty it out. Since I've been using another flour, I haven't used this particular whole wheat flour in a while. Look what I just found. How disgusting is that? How long has this been in here? And can I just scrape out the flour I just dropped in the bowl, or am I gonna need to start over from scratch? Oh my goodness, the places that mold will hide in our house. It's flour. How did moisture get in there? Not so bad here, but here, ugh, gross. All right, check your cabinets, friends. You never know where it might be hiding. In case you're wondering what the flour looks like, I'll share that with you. I'm just getting ready to dump it into the garbage can. I've only put flour and sugars together, so I can waste a little bit of sugar for the sake of health and all things that matter. So yeah, the flour looks fine. There's no like discoloration to it, no signs that mold was anywhere near that flour. So disgusting. I thought it was a good idea to get into my pantry and see if I had any more of these little OXO containers, and I did. I had one more. So I opened it up and took a look inside, and I opened the lid. Guess what I found? So guess what I found when I opened it up? The disturbing thing that I saw right away was a teeny tiny little moth. It almost looked like it had been preserved, just sitting there right on top, dead, not moving. How did it get in there? Like, this thing has been sealed. It's also been in there for about 1 year. So I found that little moth and I was like, oh my gosh, that's gross. Okay, we can't put food in here anymore. But it is, I mean, it's not as bad as the first one that had the flour. And I don't really know why there was so much more moisture in that container than this one. They were right next to each other. So I don't know if the flour had moisture in it. This has got a little bit of residue there. So, and then underneath inside, which is kind of hard to get, but I'm not gonna be storing food in these anymore. And I definitely won't be buying them anymore, but I stopped buying plastics a long time ago. I do everything in mason jars now. We live in South Carolina and they don't recycle glass in our area, and it's really disheartening. However, I just save all of our jars and repurpose them. It drives my husband nuts because there's a jar because our cabinets are full of jars. However, we always have something to store food in that is safe and mold free.